Hello everyone. So I've been wanting to write on this for quite some time, but the lazy bug has got the best of me and I thought, hey, let's make a video which is much quicker. So I've been speaking on this topic with my close friends for years, jokingly. But recently I found myself repeating this to quite a number of people, and I thought it would be better if I put it out in public as well. So you don't get married to bake cakes every night, right? I mean, this is sort of a perception that is how do I say it, is found in a lot of Sri Lankan households, that you look at a lot of external factors before you make the decision to marry a person, like wealth, education, how they look, etc. But they don't really go into the crux of a relationship, which is a dynamic bond between two individuals as opposed to the families. I mean, a lot of people give in to family pressure, family needs, which is a group of individuals, and you are forgetting yourself, your needs. And one of the primal needs is intimacy in bed. I mean, you cannot deny that. I mean, you can be ashamed, you can be not ashamed, but you can be shy to speak of it because maybe you have not been taught at school with a straight face, by a teacher with a straight face. That could be one of the major reasons why you'll be shy to talk about it. So that's all right, but you need to understand that end of the day, when it comes to marriage or any romantic relationship, there is intimacy involved. And if you are not discussing what your needs are, and if you're not discussing what the other person's needs are, there's going to be a clash somewhere down the lane. I mean, you can't be nice to a person for a long time, and you can't have, I mean, you can have hobbies and stuff like that which you enjoy together, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, you need to have that outside bed, right? Otherwise it'll get boring. But you also need to focus on what happens within the four walls. That's crucial because it's a lifelong journey, right? And if you can't enjoy the person you're with head to toe, inside out, I mean, what's the point in being stuck with an individual you can't explore with, or you can't live with, right? It's basic living. And I spoke to somebody recently, and this person was talking about how this person is relying on proposals, and how she would want to talk of parenting styles and hobbies and stuff like that, and not talk of anything to do with intimacy. Then I said, look, if you're not ready to talk of it, that means you're not comfortable with this person, right? That's indicator number one. So then this person is not the person for you, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. But it is an absolute necessity for you to make that conversation. And the moment you meet somebody who you can actually have an open conversation, that's when you will click with this person, right? Because you need to express what you want, what you need, and the other person has to express the same way. If both of you guys are not comfortable in doing so, there is no connection there to begin with. And then the other stages, even if you're open, in case, I mean, you'll figure out what your compatibility is, and you will understand, okay, this is not what I want, and this is not what that person wants, right? It clears the air right at the beginning, which is absolutely amazing, because you're saving yourself from a heartbreak that's bound to happen down the lane, right? Because, okay, this may sound like you're using the person, but if you are not catering to your partner's needs and they are not being satisfied, or rather you are not being satisfied by them, you're going to go out for more. That's 100% guaranteed, because it's a human need, and you can't go on for years and years of starvation, of a relationship is quite dynamic. It has different dimensions, the body, mind, and soul. So you need to take care of all aspects. I mean, a lot of people rush into marriage, rush into relationships, because they look at it from a one-dimensional view and not look at, first you need to find yourself and look at what your needs are and be comfortable with that, and accept yourself, accept your needs, accept your preferences, and you don't have to be ashamed of it, because you're a human being. Everyone's a human being, and nobody out there is perfect. That's the best part, you know. So understand yourself, and then you go into relationship as a person who knows yourself, who knows what you want. And when you have another person who knows what they want, it'll be a breeze, right? There'll be no misunderstandings. Even if you meet the wrong person, or not wrong person, if you meet a person who's incompatible, you'll walk away knowing that this is incompatible, and that's okay, right? It creates a less stressful life, I would say, rather than jumping into a relationship and then thinking, oh my god, this is the person, blah blah blah, and then down the lane you figure it out, oh my god, okay, we are not compatible, and then you're attached, you're emotionally attached, and you can't walk away because of the detachment, and that attachment is going to kill you inside, and that's going to fester into emotional wounds, and you're going to carry it, you're going to be toxic, you're going to carry it in your next relationship, and it's going to go on and on and on, right? So there are people who have gone through it as well. I mean, you can't have a perfect life again, but you need to take a step back, evaluate, discuss things with the person you're with, and take it forward there. First, take a step back, look at yourself, be respectful for your needs, and then be respectful of the other person's needs. And like I said, if you are not comfortable in talking about it, you cannot be comfortable at all, because a relationship is a long-term thing. We human beings want something long-term, something reliable, something to fall back on, right? This hookup phase, the hookup culture, the fast dating culture is not what a person desires. A person desires love, intimacy, care, and loyalty, and a lot of things. That's like a basic need for everyone. We're overlooking that, using sex as an excuse. Oh god, I just mentioned that word. I don't know, that'll be flagged on. Anyway, so as an excuse, but you need to know yourself. So yeah, you don't get married to bake cakes every night, guys.